first began running in 7th grade when I joined the cross country team, and then I also joined track, and I've been doing it ever since. When I was around 8 or 9, I decided that I was going to be a collegiate athlete, and so then it was just a matter of which sport. For a while, I really wanted to play football, but eventually I realized that probably wasn't in the cards for me, and after I showed up to the very first day of conditioning in 7th grade for cross country, I knew that it would be running, and every day I just remember going to practice even in middle school thinking about how I needed to run that workout hard so that I would be able to run in college. I knew I wanted to run for Ohio University when I came on my official visit, and Jessie Hartman hosted me, and her and the other freshmen were just the coolest people, and I got along with them so well. And I remember staying up until 1 a.m. talking with Jessie just about our lives, and I knew that that's the team that I wanted to be on. My favorite experience running for Ohio University was definitely Max in cross country in November, because we at first didn't think we were going to have a cross country season at all, and that was really hard to handle and hard to train through. But then in October we learned that we would have a season and we would have a MAC championship, and so all of a sudden we had all of these things to work for, and we did make it to that MAC championship, and it was just such a privilege to run, and we were so lucky that we got to run that day, and I'll always be really thankful for that. And we had a ton of PRs, which was awesome, and it was the best day ever. As a captain, I have a lot of hopes for us going into the future, and this year has really just shown me that the future is bright for us, and not just because we placed the highest that we have in a while at Max, but because I've noticed everyone on the team is getting closer and everyone's starting to run more for each other. And I think that if we continue to run for each other, it'll be a lot easier to run well in important meets, because when the pain and the race hits, it is so much easier to run for your teammates than for yourself, and that's my biggest goal for us, is to run for each other. So my advice about training, the biggest thing that I would say is to really trust in your training and buy into whatever your coach is telling you to do, because if you don't trust your training, then you just aren't going to get better if you don't believe in it. And so the best thing that you can do is show up to practice every day and run every rep the best that you can and hit the paces that your coach tells you to, and really just trust the training and the results will come. For race day preparation, my best advice is to stay calm and not panic, because too many nerves are a bad thing, I've learned. And if you can just stay distracted for a while, and then an hour or two before your warm-up, really just think about the race and know your plan and be confident in that and stick to it, and just not overthink every little detail. Like, just control what you can control and just do the best you can on that day. My goals for this track season are to score at Max. I don't know what event that will be in, but I would love to qualify in either the 800 or the 1500 and make it to finals and be able to put points on the board for the Bobcats. I think I've grown a lot as an athlete during my time here, and I think the number one reason for that is that I realized that no matter the results of certain race or meet, like, the sun will come up the next day. It's not life or death. I used to get really, really nervous, and I've really been working on just focusing on what I can control and knowing that tomorrow's a new day. No matter what, I'll be able to go run again, and there's no reason to freak out over everything like I maybe did freshman year. Like, running is just really a blessing, and just to be thankful for that every day is something I've really learned to do in college. A motto in life that I tend to follow is to never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. Running has always impacted the way I view life, because I realized one day that we're just so lucky to be able to run. Like, it is the greatest blessing that our bodies are healthy enough to be able to run every day, and that we aren't hurt, and that we're strong and healthy. And one day we're going to be old and we're not going to be able to run anymore, and that's why every day you just have to be thankful for this amazing sport, this lifetime sport that we'll never have to give up until we physically cannot. And I think it's just really important to remember that every day and just be happy about it.